Greetings, pioneers, and welcome back to Satisfactory. So when we left off, we had constructed a bunch of converters and had a bunch of reanimated sand ore, but we needed a lot of aluminum. So we got to our bauxite location with a train line, and we're sort of prepared to make the aluminum, but realized we needed a bunch of other materials first. So if we take a look around, the bauxite is over here. Or it should be. Somewhere over here. Oh, look at this. We've got a nice, friendly little Mercer sphere to pick up. Let's take a look at where the bauxite actually is. So there's one. We've got more over here, lower down, it looks like. Yeah, lower down. Okay. So the one on top we can bring down. These ones we can bring through and around. So we'll probably end up building the actual bauxite factory somewhere down on the ground here, I guess. Somewhere down here, maybe. Which kind of works out because then we can ship the end product up here. I might redirect, or I might flip these freight platforms depending on where the factory is actually built. But if the factory's here and the other materials we need are down here, then we need to go this way to get the goods. And so I think for purposes of deciding where our next train station lies, we'll stay high in the sky here, and we'll build it kind of over in this location. Hang on. Need to head kind of south, a little bit west, kind of like this direction, to kind of get where we want to go. So I'll kind of aim for that tree, I guess. Let's get ourselves over here. And yeah, we'll have the train station right around here, I think. This looks good. And then we can lower things down to the ground and over to... It'll be a bit of work to get it over there. Well, maybe we'll get a little bit closer. Hold on, let's think about this. So if I switch to the 4-meter foundation and aim it kind of in the direction I'm looking, is that kind of right? No, I want it a little bit more like this. Kind of, I want to split the difference between the sulfur and the quartz. Yeah, this direction looks about right. So something like that should work. If we're here, we're high enough above everything. Okay, this, I think, works. So our train line kind of works like this. For some reason, I'm having weird problems with my hotkeys. All right, so let's come over in this direction. Maybe we'll move it a bit past the radar tower we've got here. And it'll come over in this direction. And then there's the bauxite mine. So why don't we bring it over to the edge of this cliff so we can kind of bring everything down and over. Maybe get away from the radiation a little bit. Yeah, okay. So we'll have our train station here. Yeah, we're sufficiently high up, I think that works. And then the Factory will be down there somewhere. So maybe we'll go even a little bit further. Well, I guess that's fine. And we'll start building out the train station here. So this train station is going to need to carry a lot of silica and a lot of sulfuric acid. I don't know. We haven't done the fluid cars before. I think we need 2 freights. Yeah, we need 2 containers for the silica and probably 1 fluid for the... I don't know how much fluid... If I actually build this, let me take a look. Fluid freight platform has to be connected to a train. All right. I'll go back over in that direction in a minute. Let's make you a little bit longer. I think I'll need 3 platforms, but I might need 4. All right, so you are Titan River Valley. Oh, I'm getting some real frame lag here. It's a little bit unfortunate. Hey, Copboy100, thank you very much. Welcome back to the channel to you as well. Okay. So you're Titan River Valley. Let's get some power over here. Like that. That works. Okay, you're powered on. You're going to be Titan River Beta. Or Titan River... Titan River Valley 2, I guess, or... Titan River... This line is for silica and sulfuric acids. So... We'll call it the wet line. Or no, it's not. It's not the wet line. It's the wet Titan River liquid station. Titan River liquids. There we go. Bravo would work too, but Titan River liquids works. So yeah, the factory is going to go somewhere down there. I think we'll put the freight cars with their exits on the right. By the way, have I opened you? Whoever you are? I have. Okay. So I think we need 2 freight platforms for silica, which will go here like this. And then I think we need a liquid freight platform as well. Not quite sure how this is going to end up working, but we'll try it. A fluid freight platform. There we go. Okay. So you're going to be for sulfuric acid. No, you're going to be for sulfuric acid. You guys are going to be for silica. And I guess I'll leave you as is, or... I mean, you're the wet line, the sulfuric acid line, so maybe we'll call you in like that. I guess that's fine. That means... Let's see, let's get rid of all this, or as much of this as we can get rid of. And we'll start building the train line. So you're going to go like that. We'll connect you up. Okay, now the rail line has power. It's kind of in the middle of radiation, but it's not too bad. And we'll head over towards our raw resources far to the south. Let's get building. I think this will be a straight shot. Should be, but you never know. We're pretty high up, but maybe we run into some resistance. You never know. Oh, you're wrong. You go here like this. Okay, now we start building towards the resources. Hey, Rasmus Barrett, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. We're working on FICSITE. So we have everything we need except a crap ton of aluminum. To make the aluminum, we're going to need sulfuric acid and silica. So we're currently building a line to go out to where those resources are. The sulfur and the quartz that we need to complete the build. So let's take a look. Where are we? Yeah, we're going all the way down to here. Looks like we're going to kind of hit the quartz first, and the sulfur will be a little bit away with how I've angled this, but it'll be close to one. We can work on the other. It's not that far. Did that connect? Okay. Looks like we're going to be pretty high above the landscape, so resources will be piped up through infinite length lifts. It's kind of all the way to the coast. It's not quite all the way, but it's pretty close. In fact, you can see the sulfur right there. Fortunately, building a straight shot is pretty fast with this blueprint, so we don't have any more reasons to kind of interrupt. We'll just go straight over there and then get started on that build. Oh yeah, I'm getting the rhythm down now. Ah, I messed up. Man, the combination of the jetpack and the fact that the rail carries electric power regardless of whether it's connected at the other end just makes this so sweet. All right, so there's our sulfur. Not quite above it. And that means that the quartz is somewhere behind us over there. Yeah, the quartz is over there somewhere. Oh, I can see. Oh, that's a SAM ore node. We're not going to bring that back, but quartz is probably down on the ground. This seems like a pretty good place to put the train station. So let's do that. All right, let's get the station itself in place. Station goes out to the end like that. Then I'm trying to remember how we set it up. We had the two silica freight cars like adjacent to the station, so they would be behind the fluid tank here. So the fluid for the sulfuric acid's coming up from the left. Let's get the fluid tank, the fluid platform here. And then the silica is coming over from the right, I guess. So those go like that. And then we connect everything up. Looking good. All right. Okay, the platform now has power. Yep, okay. So that's all silica. And that's sulfuric acid, right? No, I did that wrong. It's your sulfuric acid, you two are silica. right? Yes. Okay. So we've got the line over here. We've got the station set up. Let's see. You guys are all going to load. How much can you hold, by the way? 2,400 cubic meters. Okay. And we need 322.5 per minute. So that's probably like a... It's not very far. Probably 2.5, 3 minute round trip. If we can get 1,000 sulfuric acid in here, and we can get more than double that, we're going to be fine. All right. So sulfuric acid, let's take a look at that first. Sulfuric acid. Okay, so we just combined sulfur and water. Fair enough. Where are we getting the water from? I guess what I need to do here, for starters, is build myself a little column down to the ground with power wiring on it. So let's go ahead and use some architecture for that. We'll use the small concrete pillar. We'll just place it centered here. This will actually help us out too, because we can use this to align things to the bottom. We'll go down like that. Let me grab you, bring you over to this, and we'll start making our way down to the ground. With hover power. I guess we had power over there already from that, okay, hold on. Come back here. Did that not... Oh, it didn't connect. Yeah, it didn't connect. That's why I copied the... I didn't build a wire. I copied the thing. All right, well, let's see if I can get high enough to connect these up. I think that did it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So let's come back up. You were not actually supposed to go there. I was supposed to do this. There we go. You can go away for now. Let's continue downwards so we hit the ground. I mean, if we're going to build a support pillar, it might as well be a good support pillar. A good looking one. You know? That makes sense, that actually goes to the ground. It's really just it's really just because I don't want a naked power line in the middle of nowhere. But that's okay. Okay, so what do we got here? There is water here, but I don't know if it's deep enough. I doubt that it's deep enough to build any water extractors. What else have we got here? We've got some limestone. Let's take a look. If we go into water extractors. Yeah, there's nowhere deep enough here. So we're gonna have to pump water here from somewhere nearby. Let's take a look at that. We've got a lake to the east and like a river to the west. River's a little bit closer, but the lake has more capacity, I think. Although that looks... I don't know if the map is accurate here, but there's like a darker blue section there. It might be kind of what we're after. Let's go take a look, at least. Oh, this is east. I would need to go west. And maybe a little bit north. Yeah, the river's over there. All right, let's go take a look at the river pool or whatever. So we are going to need to pipe some water over there. Let's see what's available. Okay, so we're in and amongst the... We're in and amongst the quartz. Doesn't look like it's all that deep here. What about down here, if I go that direction? That maybe is more viable. If we can find that location. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we can fit some water extractors in here. So we need 322.5, call it 330 sulfuric acid. Given our resources, we need the same amount of water. So 360. Why don't we bump this up a little bit? We're going to have way more than that. We can make this a pretty handy sulfuric acid production center. So why don't we just bump this up to, like, I don't know. Maybe 800 per minute? If we go to 800 per minute, that kind of works. So we will need power here. Let's figure out how we're doing that. There's a power tower there. I don't know how far it will reach, though. Let's see, shall we? I guess probably the best thing to do is build an intermediate one, like right here. And then we come from here, over here somewhere. Where was that little lake? I think we want to get over to this. And then that's pretty close to where we want to be. Let's see. Yeah, the lake area is down here, right? No. I've lost track of it. Go back up. I also need to, man, they are doing some work on the road, and it is some loud stuff, man. I need to turn up the volume on my game. Okay, directly north of me. So we got the water down there. Okay, all right. So you can come over somewhere like this. And take you down to the mushroom cap. Take you down to there. Now we're looking good. So let's see. If we, I mean, we've got pipes that can hold 600 cubic meters. I was talking about 800. Maybe we just do 600 cubic meters. We do one pipe. We need to get this water from here over there. So we kind of want to go due east. All right, let's just... Let me get this for a moment so I can hover and see what I'm doing. Yeah, we'll run the pipe through there. East that way. So the pipe's going to go there, which means we want the water extractors facing that way. Kind of like that. 1 and 2. Now, do I want to squeeze in a third one? These can get up to 360 each. So no, we'll clock these to 300 each. They'll fill up one pipe, and that's really all we need. Okay. So we need a pipe junction here, and then we need to go that way and then curve around. Let's see about setting something in the water here. I guess that works. Hey, no, welcome back to the channel. FICSITE is a made-up material in the game. It's an advanced material used for super science fiction type stuff. As we are in Tier 9, which is the end game. Alright, where's my pipe bar? Right here.
Be appropriate.
I guess this isn't gonna work quite the way I want it to, so we'll do something like this. There we go. Alright, so as the water begins to flow, we start building it back towards the sulfur. We may or may not need pumps here and there. The other thing I want is going to be power. So I think I have a blueprint for this. Let me see about getting my pipe blueprint working. Where did I have the pipe blueprint? Or did I? Was it here? Alright, so this comes with... This comes with 2 pipes. But it's good enough that I'm going to just use it. We're going to connect you like that. And you like that. Okay, there we go. And we're going to start using this pipe blueprint. I mean, I guess I could make another one real quick. Like, there's no reason I can't make a slightly different pipe blueprint real quick. It'll take like 5 seconds. There we go. All right, let's just do that. Any reason to bring 2? Could we want more water over there later? Maybe. I don't think it matters. Oh, look at this. There's something weird going on. There's like an outline here. Huh. Okay. Well. Get some temporary power. Okay. So... we'll do... the foundation. Then we'll do the pipe. Let's make it a water pipe. Good, okay. Pipeline Mark 2. 1, 2 needs to be... well, we can go halfway. To there. You get deleted. You get deleted. And then we do... a power line here. That goes to... I guess it goes inside. So that it's hidden. Yeah, nice and hidden like that. Comes out there. There's our blueprint, I guess. So we'll give it a pipe. We'll set the directory. This is in their foundation? Yeah, okay. We'll add it here. Call it single pipe road. And I think we're done. Okay. Interesting. You can't delete the blueprint designer until you've emptied it. All right, so now if we come over here and I switch this blueprint to single pipe road, and we place it down like so. Connect that. Connect this. Let's see. Does the water flow? It does indeed. Okay. Now, immediately I need to make a turn, but that's fine. Come out to here. Make a small turn like that. Come underneath here. Continue the road. Be nice if I could get the alignment exact. I guess we can get it to the edge there. And then do something like this. I guess you can come out a little bit further too. Come out to here. And the corner's just a little... Oh, that's gross. Little turn like this. Noodle. Noodly. Very nice. Okay. You come over here. You join up there. Okay. Now we can continue the pipe road. Never heard of this. Haven't actually played since like update 4. Sorry, I know that you said that a while ago. Yeah, I last played in update 7, but I never got to tier 9. I burned out around tier 6 or 7. So the tier 9 stuff is the endgame stuff. It's the very last stuff you make. All right, so we're going to be curving to the right to get over to the sulfur, but for now we can go straight. Oh, now that is a problem, isn't it? We're going to need some of that quartz. I can't believe I ended up building directly on the quartz. That's so annoying. So the quartz is going kind of leftish over there, I guess. There's not a great deal here. We could go up here. We could use this as a location to kind of come up a bit. We don't really want to go up that far though, because the quartz is on the, or the sulfur's on the same level. Honestly, the best way to go here is up around the curve there and around it. Maybe we just do that. We just go around it and worry about the quartz later. You would come to there. Go around the quartz. I think that's enough room. Let's just double check. If I want to put down a miner here. Yeah, that's plenty of room to kind of like put this however we want it to be. We'll come back to that later. Okay, so that gets us past the quartz. That's a start. Let's get you up to here. I guess we're going... I guess I should scout this path a little bit. Time to break out the nuke obelisk? For what? Okay, I can't pass through that wall. I could come up here. Kind of curving... Yeah, we're kind of curving away. Hang on, let me go back in here. Because it looks like... Hold on. I might have done this wrong because it looks like... Where do I want to go? I want to go through here? Up this way. Yeah, I want to run this pipe here. And up towards the sulfur. So, I guess for now, we'll bring it over here, then we'll take it off the road and run it manually. I mean, I guess that works. Yeah, so from here, we kind of start running it manually, like this. Now, I don't know how much head lift we have, but I don't think it's that much. So we are probably going to need some pumps here somewhere. As a matter of fact, why don't we put one right here just to get started with it? That doesn't help me. Logistics. Pipeline pump Mark II. Okay. You'll work just fine. You'll start pumping. That'll get us some lift. You need to continue up here quite a ways. You get a curve to the right eventually. And then we get over here. And now we're aiming towards the sulfur. All right. It's getting a little icky. I don't really love overland logistics like this. But, I mean, kind of is what it is, you know? We'll curve it a little bit. Come on up here. Continue the line for a ways. Yeah, we're heading towards the sulfur over here. Need to hop up this little ramp. And then the sulfur's over there. Okay. That gets us our water, and I can just check to see if it's pumping far enough by seeing if the pipe is full, I guess. It's not quite good enough, it looks like. Let's put a second pump down here. Okay, there we go. That appears to be functional. All right. So now we've got water and sulfur, and that lets us make sulfuric acid, right? Right. So let's go ahead and build something in the sky above all the sulfur. And then we'll pump the water up the last little bit. I won't go too high here. I don't know where I want to put that. Somewhere like that. So we've got, yeah, we've got the 3 sulfur deposits. Okay. Yeah, let's get up into the sky here. Just a little bit of height so we have a clean place to work. Something like that's probably fine. And then we'll lift all the sulfur up and we'll build it. We'll make it into sulfuric acid. We'll send that up to the fluid freight platform. Okay, so if you're the back corner, you can come down to power and connect there. Like that. That looks fine. Okay. I don't know that we need that much room here. I think 4 squares should be enough. And then where can we get the sulfur up? Some of it's underneath. That's okay. We can have the sulfur all come up like right over here, which means... Okay, now I'm trying to remember how this works. Sulfuric acid. I imagine this is made at a blender. It's made in a refinery. Okay. And what do we say we're going to do? 600 per minute? Okay. So what do we got? We got a pure node. What are you? You're normal. Well, you can provide exactly 600 per minute then. That's really all we need. All right. Let's get started with the miner Mark III. Like that, I think. Bring you down to the ground. Get you some power. Get you overclocked to 600 per minute. And we'll bring the sulfur up. Okay, let me bring this out over here so we can see what height we want. That'll work. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we got sulfur there. We're gonna need water over here as well. Where's the water pipe? Over here? Okay. So we want it at this back right corner somewhere. Let's sort of snake through the trees here. Keep it mostly hidden. And we'll come out to here. And we'll come up to here with a horizontal to vertical. Oh, we're not quite close enough. Hold on, how does that look? That's not terrible. I'd rather have something a little bit neater. Let's bring the water up like... up to here, maybe? Yeah, there we go. Bring this down to the ground. Now, how do I... That looks pretty decent, except it's... Yeah, you know what? That's fine. What is that? That was a weird connection. Okay. We probably need one more pump here. All right, looks good. Love the music right now. I'm really vibing on the music. It feels right for this build for some reason. All right, so is that enough to get that up to the very tip top? Apparently it is. Okay. So we have sulfur, we have water, we need blenders. Let's get some blenders down, shall we? Production blender. The Just Inside, welcome back to the channel. Your mission is to figure out the fastest, most economical, and efficient way of getting resources from all over the map to a centralized location. You can do a water tower really high, so you only have to use a couple of pumps. That's really the only one I need. You're right, we could do that. But we could go out to the ocean and set down like 100 overclocked water extractors and make a massive water tower. And then pipe that all over the map, too. We could do that. We could do that. All right, let's get our blenders down. I don't really know how many we need. But let's go. Let's do something like this to start. So, if we're making sulfuric acid... Oh, it's made in a refinery, right, not a blender. Hold on. Well, in that case... 4 refineries probably does the trick. Let's see now. The smokestacks are the input, right? The smokestacks are at the rear? Let's see what that looks like. Okay. I think that's fine-ish. We might have too much space up here. I don't know how much we're going to need. All right, sulfuric acid. We said we wanted 600 per minute. So, yeah, if we get each of these to 750 or 70. Wait, 75 times 4. No. What's 600 divided by 4? 150? We can't quite do it with 4, huh? We can get to 125. So that's 250. That's 500. And we have one more over here. Yep. Okay. And you just do 100. That gets us to the 600 that we want. You locked in. Build you presumably with noodle. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. So here's where the water comes in. Let's make sure we paint for water. So we know what's in this pipe. If we come back here later. I guess... Yeah, okay, so you're there. There we go. Okay. Looks good. Looks pretty solid, actually. Two spaces on either side. It goes forward a little bit too much. But that's okay. So the water comes up. You guys are getting the water you need? No, you have no power yet. Okay. Your output's going to be sulfuric acid. So we'll deal with that first. Not blenders. Yes, no, okay, I'm way behind on checking up on the chat here. Yes, Derek, you're correct. Not blenders, refineries. Okay, so there's the sulfuric acid out. We're gonna have to get that piped over to... Where's the train station? Piped up to there. It looks like we've actually got a really good place to do it, too. Do I have the fluid intake on this side? I do. Okay. That's out. This is in. So 600 cubic meters. One pipe will do the trick. Let's get this hooked up. Now, yeah, this is going to be a little bit tricky. I'm gonna need temporary walls here to build on. That's what I need. Let's get this pipe down. This might need a couple of pumps, but that's okay. We can build a couple of pumps. How far down did you go? Did you go underneath? No, you're perfect. Okay. All right, so we'll have you come over here and start making your way up the wall. We want horizontal to vertical here. Yep, okay. We'll take you as far as you can go. No, I misclicked at the last second. That looks good. Yep. Okay. Now, we're gonna need... We are gonna need some, we're gonna need some power here for the pumps. So how do I want to do that? I guess we get the pipe built first. And then do the pumps second. I don't know if this will reach. It won't. Okay. So we'll go to that. Why don't we come to there? There we go. That looks pretty decent. Okay. So we'll get rid of the wall for now, as well as the supports. Hey Mix-Up, welcome back to the channel. Hello to G-Man as well. Mix-Up, I am working on making aluminum with a new recipe, which calls for sulfuric acid, which is what this particular part of the build is all about. I'm trying to get some sulfuric acid going here. So I would like to build another wall, but I would like it to be 2 meters further along or closer to the... I'd like it to be really close to the pipe. I'm trying to figure out how I would make that happen. And I think I can do it with these things. So I can build you. I'm trying to remember. Wasn't there a way to build something like 1 meter away? I guess 2 meters works. So if I now put a wall on this, I guess we can embed power inside the pipe this way, kind of. Maybe. I'm not even sure if I need the second one here. So like, let's say I'm going to come over here like this. I'm going to put you here. You're going to go into the wall. I guess, well, when I delete the wall, I don't want it to be there. So if I hit the H key and then move it inside, can I click on it to get a second line? I can. Okay. So we can actually, this is great. We can actually embed the power line inside the pipe like that. Oh, that's really cool. Okay, so I don't even need the second wall segment. We're gonna embed. I need to leave one wall segment down here to carry on, but we're gonna embed the power line inside the pipe so it's hidden away. Very cool. I like that a lot. All right, we should do pumps down here. Did you get FICSITE ingot? No, not yet. I'm still working on it. So all of this is to make aluminum. Once we have aluminum ingots, we can combine those back home to make the FICSITE. So we're still working on that right now. Phase 5 is going to take you a week? Well, it might take me a little bit longer. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. All right, logistics. Pipeline pump Mark II, facing that way. Looks good. Now, I would like to have you powered before I place any more pumps. So let's get something like this over here. There we go. Okay. So you're gonna be powered on. You don't actually start pumping until this starts making. I might wanna actually produce the acid now. I think I do want to produce the acid now. So yeah, you're all configured. You just need the sulfur now. That's fine. We can make that happen. All right, so the sulfur flows 600 per minute. These guys need power. Let's get them some power. All right. So you guys should be making sulfuric acid. You're taking in water. You're waiting on sulfur. You're producing sulfuric acid. Okay, you're pumping. Very nice. Okay, so now we can go up to the top. So I place you there. You'll push it up further. Now, for some reason, it's slightly off angle, but there's nothing I can do about that. All right, apparently. Where do you go to? You'll go up to here. Okay, and then do I need another one? Or I do need another one. I need a last one up here. And that'll get us up where we need to be. Okay, so you can get powered from you. You can come down to here. Like this. I guess you gotta go there. You can power him. Then you can come further down to the next pump. Come down here, and we're actually done now. Okay. So if I delete this, now the pumps and the power lines are all nice and neat. I guess the power line actually shows down the back of the pipe, but it's pretty nicely centered. How about that? I like that. So there's our sulfuric acid going into the train station, the freight fluid station. So 160 cubic meters. Does it have a flow rate? Fill rate, 600 cubic meters per minute. Okay, that looks good. Drain rate, I'm not sure how that's going to work with the train car. We'll have to see about that. Gorilla Wolf says maybe I've lowballed my estimate. Yeah, it is a lot. I'm trying to build big from the beginning. So I'm trying to make as much FICSITE as I can early on so that I don't have to come back and make more of it later. It looks like we're done with sulfuric acid here. And it looks like we're getting our 600 per minute when what we actually need for the aluminum is 322.5. So hopefully that's sufficient. Let's try... I guess we'll build our locomotive here. And then I'll do the silica stuff. Now, we have an interesting recipe for silica. I know that. Somebody in the previous... I forget who it was, but someone in the previous stream this morning suggested I use a new recipe. So I'm going to try that out. We're going to see how that works. Transport, so I need an electric locomotive. Then I need a fluid car, which I haven't used before. Oh, is it just an ordinary freight car? I guess it's an ordinary freight car. There's not a special car for this, right? Yeah, it just fills up a container, which is an ordinary freight container. It goes on the normal thing, I think. Maybe it looks a little different when it gets loaded, but... Alright, so there's our 3 freight cars, and there's the reverse car. So let me see what happens if I dock this with the fluid thing, because I've never seen that before. I'm guessing it just acts like any normal thing. We'll dock. Yeah, it's just... Oh, okay, it is a fluid tank. Gotcha, gotcha. So it's slightly different. Okay. I can dig it. That's pretty cool. All right. This station needs a name, so where are we exactly? Huh. We are... Are we in the Abyss Cliffs or the Blue Crater here? Or the Southern Forest? We're on the border between the Southern Forest and the Blue Crater. Yeah, okay. So we'll call this, Forest Crater Border Station. Or, no, I wish they let you name these things a little bit longer. The maximum name size is kind of short. I guess we'll just call it Forest Crater Border. That's fine. So now we gotta make a crap ton of silica from all the quartz down here. Yeah, we can see our water pipeline coming over here to join sulfuric acid production. And trace it all the way through. And then somewhere over there are the actual pumps, or the extractors. So we need 1,612 silica. We'll probably bump that up to something like 1,800. And we'll feed it into 2 freight car stations. So we'll have inputs of 900 on each. I wonder... Now we're making way more than we need, so I don't need a fluid buffer here. But I probably need a buffer for these inputs. So let's get something along those lines built. All right, so input buffer number 1, you're gonna need an industrial storage unit to feed into you. Somewhere like that. Seems good. And then you're gonna need the same thing somewhere over here. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And then you guys can just have... You can just have a floor hole here feeding you. 900 into each. Hopefully. I think that works. Okay, so those are the 2 inputs for the silica, which we're going to build down there somewhere. Gorilla Wolf says, not that power's a problem, but if you snag all the geyser nodes, it's a free 7 gigs. Oh, that's not bad. Let me take a look at what my power situation is right now. I don't even know. Why do you have no connection? Okay. Hold up. You are the problem right there. Alright, so our current production is 58 gigawatts, and our max consumption's 55. Our real consumption's 31. So we will need more power soonish, looks like. We're kind of going hard on big builds right now. How are you going to feed 900? Oh, you're right. You are correct. So one of these needs another input. If we're doing 1800, then I can put 600 on each line. Yeah, okay. Okay, 3 lines with 600 each of silica. Or 600, 300. And then I would need 900 there. No, so this one will be 780. And then this will be 1,000 and change. 1,000 and... This will be... Oh my god. 780 times... What's 780 times 3? 2340? Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. We'll get 780 on this line, and then whatever the remainder of 1800 is, so 1,020. They'll have 510 each, something like that. We'll make it work. Overclock the belts, if only, right? Rocket fuel's the bomb. Enough crude oil and sulfur in Blue Crater. Hey, that's where I ended up getting my sulfur. I'm making sulfuric acid out of, well, I guess Blue Crater's over there. But we're on the border between the Southern Forest and the Blue Craters biomes, and I'm using that sulfur to make sulfuric acid here. Is this how I want to do this? So the reason... Yeah, if we make 1,800... then we should have more than the 1612 we need. Yeah, we should be okay. I think that's fine. That'll work. So we got to get the silica up here now. We know we want to make 1,800, and we want one line saturated over here and the remainder split there. That's fine. We can do that. We just have to remember which is which when we get back home to do the unload. So the sulfur's a little bit further away. You would balance the buffers. I guess I can do that, but I don't, well... If I'm gonna balance the buffers, I need this to be going over here, I guess. Like, I need more space. Because I don't want to clip through here. I guess the way to do it is to move this one in and move this one out. I guess that works. So we put you here instead. Floor hole there. Floor hole there. Somehow I've got that wrong. There we go. So this means we have 450 on each of these lines coming up from the ground, I guess, for 1,800 total. I mean, I'm assuming that that's a number we can make. I don't even know what we're doing with this new recipe. So if we take a look at silica, I was advised to use the distilled silica recipe. So there's some water recycling we have to worry about. We need limestone and dissolved silica. And then to get the dissolved silica, we need raw quartz and nitric acid. And then there's an extra output of quartz crystals, which I guess I could also turn into silica. No, it doesn't work that way. Because it's raw quartz, not quartz crystal. So I'd have to sink the crystals. I don't know. I don't even know if we have nitrogen anywhere nearby. What are you? I guess we have, that's water. There's some nitrogen gas down here. So I'd have to go get the nitrogen gas to do this. Oh, one of these is claimed already? Oh, right. I actually did that this stream. I popped a thing on there to... because I was running the pipe around it. So what's the value? What's the benefit of using this recipe for the silica? Is it just you get more... 27 for 12. So 27 for 24. So you get more than one silica for each quartz crystal. Like, what's the value here? I guess it's this large number that you get out of the blender. Like, you get a large amount. But I could just do a bunch of assemblers with limestone, which I would need anyway, and then I don't need to go get the... How much do I need? 1800? Yeah, okay, we do need to do this. This is too many. We can get this to like 100, then I need 18 of them. Whereas here, I can get this up to 450, and then I just need 4 of these blenders. And then one goes, and then it's really easy. One goes into each thing. Okay. Let me head down to the ground and see about this. So we are going to want... We're going to want a little bit of... where are you? Your center, your middle, and right of center. And you're 1 block away. We are going to want some walls here to get infinite lifts up first. So let's at least do that. And then we'll get down there and figure out how we're going to build the factory. What that's going to look like. I don't know how close I have to be over here to be able to use this, but let's come over to the pipe where we know there's power for our descent. I think we'll go a little bit above the ground for the silica factory. We won't go all the way down because I don't want to deal with all that foliage. I think we'll go to like around there. Although, how far are we? That's all over there. But maybe building it there makes sense, right? Can I actually... I can float over here. Okay. I have enough juice to float. Looks like it's on the other side. Okay. Right, so you're center middle. All right. And then left. I think I want you there. And then your floor hole goes middle and then center left. And you're 2 away. So you would raise up like this. To there. Yep, looks good. And you're gonna come up like this. Oh, am I building this the right way? Yeah, it goes out at the top, right, okay. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the floor holes, one is directly on the divider here. Like that, and the other one just needs a little bit of space. Like that. So you go up to this one. Looks good. You go up to this one. Also looks good. Okay. So there's our lifts to take the finished silica up once we have it. And then here's our factory floor. Somewhere around here. Somehow I still have power. So let's get the factory built, and we'll see about getting the quartz over here later. So you're gonna go like that. Looks good. I will need power for you. And I think I can do it like this. Yep, there we go. All right. So yeah, there's where our delicious silica goes up to the sky. Let's get the heads down somewhere like this. All right, so we've kind of got something in place now to produce silica, and we know we want 4 blenders to do it. Let's see about making more space here. Now, realistically, each of these is fed from 1 blender. So, like, all right, let's take a look at blenders here. Your output is at the front. We want a little bit of space for logistics. So, we'll do something like this, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. That kind of works. And then if we use right angle stuff, for the belts, I'm gonna want you there. So let me bring you over like this, and then in like that. That's the first belt. Second one's gonna come to here and go in there. That looks good. Okay. You're gonna come over here like this and join blender number 3. And you'll come over here like this and join blender number 4. Okay, so there's our output for silica. We're going to be making distilled silica recipe, right? 270 per minute. We want that at 450. So that's not even fully overclocked. Perfect. Okay. That gets us a total of 1800. I guess I could go a little bit higher for safety's sake, but I don't think we need it. We only need 1612. So that works. And then some of your water gets recycled is the big problem. That I got to figure out. So then we got to get you the dissolved silica, which we're going to have to make in a refinery. So we got to do that. We're going to get you limestone and water. Oh no, I need more water. How much water do I need? Oh boy, we need a lot more water. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go. I knew I should have done something else with that pipeline. 166.667 times 4. We're gonna need more than 1 full pipe. We're gonna need some water there. Yikes. Okay, well, no choice. We've made our bed. It's time to lie in it. So power, we're also recycling water. I mean, we don't actually need that much. Yeah, we don't need that much because it's what we actually need is the difference here. So 166.667 minus 133.3334. It's 33.333 each of input. So we only need 133 there. Feed the water back in again. Yeah. Okay, so we only need 1 more pipe. And it only needs 133 and change. So we can actually build that pipe with the exact specifications we need for this, so that it only has the amount we want. And then let it fill up the input buffers here, and then as we turn this on eventually, it should balance out, I think. But yeah, we're gonna have to go get some more water from, I think, from over here where we got the first water. So we could just follow the pipeline and do a second line, I guess. I think I'll build it with 600 cubic meters and then I'll flow rate it in case I want to come back here so that I don't have to like build anything else again. Also, all this water talk, guess what's happened? We'll be back in 60. All right, we're back. Thank you for your patience. So, yeah, we gotta get the water recycled. So I think the easiest way to do that, let's switch to water for pipes. I think the easiest way to do it is to just have each one recycle itself, but I don't know if I can make this work. We shouldn't really start with this one. We should start with this one. So if I try to go like that, interestingly, that does work, but it doesn't allow for an input. And we need an input. So what I need is a junction here-ish, right? And then I need you to circle back around into here. I guess that means I also need a junction here. And now it'll look right. Yeah, that works. Auto 2D, noodle, horizontal to vertical. Auto 2D works fine. So there's the recycling, and then I can put a valve and an input here from the outside water line. So I guess that's what we're doing for the water, at least. Here's a little hinky. We'll rebuild this a little bit. So you'll still come to here. But then you'll come up to here a little bit first. And do this. Well, hold on. There we go. And you can just come out to here like this. And go in there. There we go. Okay, that looks okay-ish. Okay, yeah, that'll work for the water recycling. That's kind of a cool look, actually, to do it this way. So then, I'm definitely going to need more space over here. I don't know how much more I'm going to need. Because we're going to need to get the nitric acid in, and we're going to need to get... You know what? I don't think I need a whole other thing. I think like a handful of these is probably enough. 2. 2 is probably enough here. To get the remainder of the stuff in. But what we will need is some valves here and a connecting line. So let's go ahead and leave space for a valve. So valves have 2 functions. 1, they limit the flow rate in one direction, and 2, they stop the flow rate in the other direction. I don't want a valve, I want... Or I don't want a pump, I want a valve, right? Yeah. So valves have a direction. They limit the flow rate in one direction and completely break it in the other. So we don't want any of the recycled water going back into the pipe, and we want to stop more than the amount we want going into the pipe. So for each of these, we want a valve flow rate limit of 33.333. Okay, I don't think you can copy and paste here. No, you can't. So we will have to let it run a bit to get the initial water seated in. But that's not really a problem. That'll happen naturally. All right, where's your power line thing? Oh, I'm on the wrong hotbar. Are you at the back? All right. Sure, we'll center it in the little crook of this thing we built. Why not? It's a cool look. Good place for it. Connect these guys up. You guys can be connected. That's not right, obviously. And then we have to figure out where the input is going for the water. And we also need to figure out the nitric acid, where that's coming from, how we're doing that. But, let's see. Yeah, you can loop right down to there. Now these guys are online. They're not online. Why are they not online? Did I not... You have power, so why don't you have power? Oh, because I did this for some reason. There we go. Now they have power. Okay. All right. Would it be easier to ship in packaged water, giving options? No, you know, you're not wrong. It probably would be a little bit easier, but it doesn't occur to me. First of all, then you have to get a bunch of canisters from somewhere. And what are those going to be made of? How are you going to get those? And it's just like, it's an extra step that I don't really need. I'm fine working with natural fluids. You've never had any luck with valves. Okay, so valves are pretty simple. So this valve here, when I placed it, or if I place another one here, when you place it, you see how it has a direction? Water will only go one way through a valve. So when you're dealing with fluids, like, so we're talking about recycling here, right? I want 100% of the water from this machine to be recycled back into this machine. Now, if I didn't have the valve here, some of the fluid that's coming from the output, the recycling water, can travel along this pipe. It comes to this junction, and then some of it can flow back into the machine, but some of it can also flow left into this pipeline. It gets all messy, right? to get the numbers exact, what we want to say is any water that comes out of this machine cannot flow into this pipe network over here. It cannot go past this valve because the valve is a one-way thing. The valve only allows water to go to the right because that's the way I've configured it. So 100% of the recycled water goes in. And then from the outside network, the only thing we allow in is 33.3 cubic meters per minute. That's the most flow that can pass through to the right. That's what a valve does. It's a flow rate limiter and it's a backstop blocker or a backwash blocker. So when you combine the 100% of the recycled water with the 33.3 that I put on the valve, that gets you to 166.667. Yeah, they're one way. So they're very helpful in situations like this, where you want to make sure the recycled water goes into the machine you intend it for. So that's why I've got a valve on each of these. And then even if we put 600 cubic meters of water into the outside network, the only thing that will get in is 33.3, which if these are running at 100% efficiency, should mean we never have excess water. We never have water problems, hopefully. Okay. So the next big thing we need to do is the nitric acid, which we're going to have to pipe from down here. The nitrogen gas. Actually, how do I make nitric acid? I'm going to need a blender for that with iron plates. Oh my god, I forgot about the iron plates. So we need water, the nitrogen, and iron plates. So we're going to need yet another factory to produce this, sadly. How much are we going to need? Oh no, this needs dissolved silica. Wait a minute. I've skipped a step somewhere. The dissolved silica is the one that needs the nitric acid plus the raw quartz. Okay. It prevents sloshing of fluids. Yeah. Okay. How much dissolved silica do I need? 200 per minute for each. So we need 800 dissolved silica. That's quite a bit. Let's make a note of that. All right, so it's been an hour and a half, guys. I think I'm probably gonna wrap this up. We've got a lot of infrastructure in place and the startings of our actual factory here to produce all this stuff. This isn't even the final stage. The sulfuric acid and the silica head back to combine with coal, which we don't have, and bauxite, which we haven't even set up mining for, to make the aluminum scrap, I think. And then we put that in a foundry and make aluminum ingots. Like, it's a lot of work left. Let's see. So dissolved silica. We're gonna have to sink these quartz crystals. Somebody was telling me I was gonna need these. I don't know what the hell I would use these for. Used in crystalline oscillator, crystal oscillator, radio connection, shatter rebar, pink diamonds. Maybe I would use them to make diamonds. Maybe we'll come back and use those, but okay. So I'll keep that in mind. Maybe I'll use that to make diamonds for later on. But we're gonna have to sink them for now, I think. Because they have to be, yeah, they have to be fully consumed for this to keep running. Because it's an output from a refinery. All right, so let's take one more look at this. So 60 per minute, we need 10 times that much, more than 10 times that much. So for every 60 dissolved silica, we need 10 nitric acid. So 800 divided by 60 gets us that, times 10. We need 133.33 nitric acid. So that's kind of where we're going to have to start. We're going to have to start with the nitric acid. What else are we going to need? We're going to need divide it by 60 or just multiply it, but no, multiply it by 2 for every. So we're going to need 1600 raw quartz per minute, right? To get 800 because it's a 2-to-1. We're gonna need 1,600 raw quartz. I need to make sure we actually have that here. That we might be cutting that a little close. I don't know. So we have three nodes here of raw quartz. Let me go check out what we're working with here. I guess I can see it on the map, right? So we've got, that's normal, that's impure, that's pure. So we can get 780 plus 600 plus 300. We can get just enough. We'll have 80 left over. Wow. It's almost like they knew what I was going to build here. Okay, so we do have enough quartz. We're going to need the nitric acid. That's going to have to be shipped over from here. I don't know whether we're going to ship it or pipeline it. I don't really want to build another rail line. Is there even any iron down here? I also need the iron plates. There's a pure iron node there. And that's it. Iron plates. What do we got here? We can make it with iron and steel. And that's probably the way to do it. I don't want to use plastic. The constructor's too slow. We'll probably do this iron steel thing. For 133 nitric acid, how many iron plates do we need? That's another good question. We shouldn't need that much stuff. So for the nitric acid, we have to make it in a blender with water and iron plates. For every 3, we need a third. So we need like... We need 44.444 iron plates. So like 45 iron plates will do the trick. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Right? We can make that happen. Probably just from this pure iron node. And some coal. Do I have any other iron nearby? I have iron ore up here as well. But the nitrogen gas is down here, so... Where are you? You're copper? Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we probably got to grab this pure iron node and belt that and some coal over here, make our iron plates, combine it with the nitrogen and the water from here. So yeah, next stream tomorrow after Like a Dragon in the afternoon, we probably come here, set up water pipelines, however many we need, grab the iron and the coal, bring all of that over to the nitrogen, make the nitric acid, bring it back over here somewhere to make the dissolved silica. And then we feed the dissolved silica into this, along with, I think, some limestone, right? Yeah, there's some limestone nearby. Geyser. No, okay, there's limestone. There's limestone down here and here, so we'll have to get some of that over here as well. There's still a lot to do. This is a very big build, and there's a lot of moving parts with this recipe. It's kind of interesting using recipes I don't normally use. I'll say that. So whoever told me to do this dissolved silica build, it's certainly interesting. It's a different challenge than the ones I've done before. But all of that is just to get to the point where we can bring that home and then start building our aluminum ingots, which then go back to the FICSITE. So I think probably 2, maybe 3 more streams to wrap this build up and get all our FICSITE. And once we have the FICSITE, I think the trigons are simple, right? The trigons are just... Yeah, you just make them in a constructor. So as soon as we have the FICSITE, we have the trigons, basically. Then we have biochemical sculptors, which is part of phase 5. All right. A lot of work left to do. Very interesting set of recipes. A lot of very, very different puzzle to solve here than ones we've done before. I'm kind of enjoying it. And as always, I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. We're going to take a break here. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Pacific with Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, a really fun JRPG. I know you guys aren't into that as much as you are into my Satisfactory stuff, but it is a cool, fun game. I'm having fun with it. And after that in the afternoon, we'll be back here to continue working on this. We'll try to get the Dissolved Basilica done tomorrow afternoon. I think that'll be fun. Anyway, Compo 100, McCost, Derek Harrison, Gorilla Wolf, Mix Up G-Man, The Just Inside, Rasmus Barra. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hope you enjoyed. To any lurkers now or people watching the VOD in the future, thanks to you for watching. I hope you enjoyed as well. If you haven't already and you would like to be here live, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the alert bell so you get notified when I come online. And other than that, have a great rest of your Tuesday. We'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.